It's the Philly Alert.
Tonight, we got drama, smoke, and championship dreams all in one show. Eagles fans are asking one big question right now. Did something actually change between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown? The internet went crazy after people noticed A.J. didn't invite Hurts to the wedding after the whole Met Gala situation. Now, is that the real tension or just fans creating all-season chaos? But that's not all, because Quinyon Mitchell might be heading into the most dangerous wide receiver gauntlet in football. CeeDee Lamb, Puka, DK, Malik Nabers, Mike Evans. This man's about to walk through fire this season. And tonight we're predicting who's making it to Championship Sunday in both conferences. Philly, we got a show tonight.
But first, let's listen to what our boy Shady had to say about the whole Hurts A.J. situation.
Find out who's at the wedding and all that. Bro. This is
TMZ
scary.
Find out everything.
Right. But listen, man. Obviously, it's not what it used to be, right? And I think sometimes when it's a work relationship and we're friends outside of the work relationship, and then I'm not delivering on the field because maybe it's his fault or maybe it's his fault, our relationship might get affected. And I think this is the problem we have right here. AJ was going for 1,400 yards. They was winning games, et cetera, et cetera. The offense slowed down. Offense ain't doing well. He ain't throwing the ball. I ain't catching the ball. Now it's a little friction there. I mean, I don't make a big deal about it, right? I mean, they won't probably be best friends for sure, right? But even before the wedding, we've been new this.
Correct.
We've been new this. So it's time to move on. I think AJ's going to a new team, right? We're going to see what Jalen Hurts looks like without A.J. Brown. We're going to see what A.J. Brown looks like without Jalen Hurts. I can't wait, because now we won't have this conversation every day, every night. And I think this type of conversation from all my homeboys that play with the Eagles, it's affected the team. We tired of hearing about A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts. We tired of hearing about it.
I think sometimes a divorce, both in romance and in football, is good for both parties.
I know a lot of people that got divorced and they say, you know what, that's my best friend now. Mm-hmm. Might have cost some money, you know what I'm saying? But they best friends. Yeah. Maybe it might be a situation where, hey, AJ goes to the Patriots, right? Balls out. Jalen hits, good game. AJ might say the same thing to Jalen, and then they become cool again. Yeah. I think the issue here, football has messed up their relationship.
Yeah, that's well said.
You get what I'm saying?
That's well said. And
let's go. I can see my future and it's looking bright. Not used to the light, I was born at night, but I'm used to a fight, not a new sight. Left, right, everybody roll the dice. No regrets when I finally leave. I'll finally be the final, be a better me. My destiny is to invest in me, a quest to be the best, yeah, legend free. From a world that's to the soul wounded, I got dreams and they feel so lucid. I got dreams that they think are stupid. It's alright, sit back cause I do this. I don't take this life for granted, my mind's expanding. It's time for a fight, command of the war. I want more, yeah, I said I want more. Took a life full of hooks, time to even the score.
Life left, so I gotta make it count. Too bloody ends, work hard just to build it now. Three more doubts in my head, try to tear me down. But I won't let it show. Falling, scaring me alone through the struggle now. 5 toes tangled off the edge, don't look down. 6 feet deep, but will I leave when I'm underground? I don't know. Let's go, but watch me go.
Take a deep breath in, can you feel that? That's 1 in a billion, wait, 1 in a trillion. A life has been given, a life that's worth living. I don't wanna miss it, I'll get up and get it. Cause I got a vision, I got ambitions.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
We back. Welcome to the Philly Alert. What's up,
yes, sir.
You
got it, man. I'm good, man. How you doing, brother?
I can't call it. Another blessed day. Another day that I'm an Eagles fan. And another day we have to talk about A.J. Brown and Jalen.
Yes, sir.
Man, the story never ends. When is June 1st again? Is it coming?
They need to hurry up and get here, man. They need to hurry up and get here. I'm tired of AJ. I believe we all are, man.
Yeah, man, it needs to hurry up. There's a lot of things going on with that. We're gonna just jump into it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's tripping over the whole Jalen Hurts was not at AJ Brown's wedding over the weekend. They say none of the current Eagle players were supposed to be there. I know you see pictures leaked that Saquon was at least there, and I think they said Jalen Hurts was at least there. So it's just like, what's going on? Like they still trying to stir the pot here. Do you think this relationship is fractured? I think it's a little bit past that time of best friend. I don't think they're best friends anymore.
Yeah, it's done, man. And clearly, like it all started last year. We knew it. It started the season before. Even when they won the Super Bowl, he was disgruntled. And that's why he calls it cancer. Art 27 McQueen calls it cancer. Here on the Philly Alert, we call it kudzu. AJ is kudzu. He is kudzu, man. And that's just who he is. And sometimes you run into people like that, they just cancer. They kudzu. Everywhere they go, they cause problems. At the Titans, he caused problems. Yeah. So this is nothing new.
Yeah, nothing new. Now, it's gotten to the point where it's like, come on. The hate on Hurts need to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, their relationship, obviously, like you said, has been fractured. Is it brotherhood or business? I feel like, Jalen Hurts is taking the Tom Brady approach. Win at all costs. I don't care if my stats are big. I don't care about what. I just want to win championships. You know what I'm saying? He chooses championships over stats. You know what I'm saying? And I think AJ's the other guy at the other side. You know what I'm saying? It's business, baby. I want to go down Hall of Fame. I want to be number one. You know what I'm saying? And that's where they fracture at. I think during that season a couple years ago, like you said, when he's reading books on the sideline, when we were winning, just like, Jalen was happy. We're getting W's. I remember he was happy after a game he threw for 119. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just threw for 119 and you happy? Yeah. Like, we won the game. That's all that matters. We won the game, right? Last I checked.
Yeah.
But AJ wasn't, and AJ, it can't be mad at him, man. Everybody got their own dreams. It's his dream. It's his football fantasy that he's living. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till the June 1st to get him out of here. But that begs the question, how do you feel about this, passing game? Do you think we did enough this offseason in the passing game to really supplement when he leaves? I think we kind of talked about it, but let's just really break it down because we got Lemon. Is it AJ?
We gonna be all right, man. We gonna be just all right, man. We're going to be all right without AJ. Everything is under control now. Everybody's talking about Hurts and how him and the OC is getting along. His former OC quarterbacks coach came on and said that he's very coachable. I know I was one of the people that said that it doesn't seem like he's coachable because of the audibles, but come to find out he didn't have any control over any of that. So, what's up, bro? That's
Cowboy. How you doing, my guy?
Yeah, but it's gonna be all right. The offense is gonna be okay. That offensive line is healthy again. It all starts up front. We got the perimeter though.
That BirdGang get ready for 3. Yeah, I want to fill up the hand. Like I want to be on here one day like Tom Brady, like, We got 2, and this year we're gonna go get that other one, man. We're gonna go get that other one. AJ Brown in his career, like, do you think the pressure? Who has more pressure, AJ Brown or Jalen Hurts this year to be successful? You know what I'm saying? Like, who do you think has more pressure?
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts because he's the quarterback, and the quarterback always takes the blunt of the problem. If something goes wrong, it's going to always be the quarterback's fault. Lamar Jackson threw for 6-7 touchdowns one year. Joe Burrow threw for 8 touchdowns, 9 touchdowns in like 2 games against the Ravens, and they lost, and he still gets blamed. The quarterback's going to always be in the limelight. That's just part of it. That's a nice hat too, man. Did you pick me one up?
Hey, the gas station only had one. They only had one. And
They
sorry, bro,
always just have one.
with us. I'm trying to get him on here. He said he wanted
Okay.
to add us with us. BirdGang Sports.
Ready to have 3 rings. So talk to us, chat. How do y'all feel about AJ? Like, what's y'all's opinion on AJ Brown right now and Jalen Hurts? How do you feel about him not coming to the Jalen Hurts not going to his wedding? That's pretty petty, I think.
Like, if it is what it is, I heard he said something about the meta stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he didn't go to the ceremony because he went to the Met Gala. You know, even though it wasn't the same day, but you know, it was in the same time period. And he's training in Philly right now. You know, you're not going to be on the team, my guy. You know,
Okay.
you're not going to be a team. Hey, Saquon, you can go over there. You know what I'm saying? We got Biggie over here. You know what I'm saying? Running backs, it's not too difficult. I play running back, semi-pro, all that. You know, we got the same, you know, whole scheme. You know, you might call it something different. You might call it trap, you know, something different. Someone else would call it, but it's all the same movements. So
you're right.
Stuff like that don't matter. Like, you can see a Jalen Sutton, you can see a Saquon there, but Devontae Smith wasn't there. He didn't go to Devontae Smith softball game.
You're right.
Like, these fools are focused right now, and I don't think they're gonna let AJ Brown, you know, in his situation. You know, yeah, would it be cool since they're best friends? Would have been cool to feel like, oh, you know what I'm saying, we get to see them two together, you know, one last time out of the freaking wedding. Yeah, whatever. But right now we're focusing. We got a whole new offense. You know, why would you have it during this time period right now? You had the whole off season. You know it's OTAs. You know it's time for everybody to get back in there building. We got new coordinators. We got new positions. We're running a whole damn new freaking offense. This is Jalen Hurts is doing what he's supposed to do. He's out there doing exactly what he's supposed to do, and that's learn the offense and be with the people that needs to be there and practice with who's there. You know, Smitty's there. You know, you got probably all the young bucks there. You know, so it's not that big of a deal for me for Jalen Hurts not being there. The whole friendship thing, you know, Shady even saying maybe they're not even like best friends no more. That's a possibility, you know, or it could be just for show. Like I said, business is business, personal relationships are personal relationships, and we just hit a point where they go in two different directions, where they just choose to, you know, like, hey, I talk to you outside the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to football, this is what I'm doing. You do you, I'm doing me, and we go from there.
I agree with what Art 27 McQueen just said is you can't have the success that Hurts has had with this many different offensive coordinators and not be coachable. All the different coordinators that he's had to learn a lot of different systems. And I think a lot of times at the Eagles fan base, we don't give him a chance. You get learning all these different cadences, all these different sets, all these different audibles. Like you said, everybody calls it something different, but it's still learning a new system. So while you may call it green, I may call it white, you know, but it's the same play. So that's a good. I agree with you.
Trap, you know what I'm saying? And you might call it a 32 option or something, you know what I'm saying, like that.
Yeah.
Veer option or veer, because I remember our offense. We went from calling it an option to we ran the veer offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same.
You telling your age right now. You telling your age right now.
I'm an OC in the play call. I can go be the OC for the Eagles.
Hey, they out there with the 5 wides, 4 wides, 3 wides now. You know, 13 personnel. Everything that changed now from when we were running that veer and that option. That's a long time ago, man.
Dang, you never point that out like that, but yeah, we didn't run very many 5 wides. You know, we had a couple plays in 5 wide. We had
maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, we had a couple plays spread off, but we were running that rock, baby. You know, you ran a 2 tailback set, and whichever hole was there, you know, the quarterback had the option to read the defense and option off whatever side. So
do you think the fans overreacted? Because you know Philly fans will blow something up real quick. Do you think the fans overreacted?
I just think it's not the fans, it's the media. You know,
Okay.
the media is trying to get the fans to overreact.
Mhm.
But like, if you want to listen to these guys, man, these guys are over it. Ain't nobody really give a damn about AJ no more. For real, for real. It's almost like he's off the team, you know? It's almost like
You're
he's
right.
on the break. Like the true fans that know the situation's done, ain't no sense to even keep egging it on, keep going on and on with it. It's done, diddle. You know what I'm saying? I think this is the one I heard him say. So let me see if this is the one.
I want AJ Brown, and hopefully many blessings on your marriage, AJ. Congratulations on that. But I want you sent to Siberia. Where's the worst team?
Cleveland.
That we get. I'd love to see AJ Brown wearing brown. I'd love to see him in the worst situation possible. Could I find a worse situation? Can I find somewhere where he'd be absolutely miserable? Oh, that'd be great.
Jets.
That'd be great.
No, they got Justin Fields.
That'd be fantastic.
Or Geno Smith.
No,
That's right. Even
he's
better.
Geno. I would
The return.
I would absolutely love it. Could we get him there? Anything that we can do. AJ, I want you somewhere. I don't want your toes in the sand. Now, putting you up in miserable New England would be fun. That would really be good. Because if you think that that's going to be something that's like sustaining itself, you're out of your mind.
Time to go, my God. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like the thing is, like, now it's reached a point where, you know, the biggest debate really is not if he's leaving. It's just like, should the Eagles send him to the Patriots like you want? Like, you're starting to hear Jacksonville Jaguars getting in there to talk about maybe a Brian Thomas Jr. being part of the trade. I don't think we need another receiver. You know, like I think the receiving core we got right now is plenty. Because if you've seen the receiving core we've had over the last 5 years, you know it don't really go past 2 deep. You know, and we got and Hollywood Brown, and we got some young bucks, Cooper. Like, I know this is a new offense. I know we're going to see something different. It's going to be more like the Green Bay where you might see anybody's game any week. But do we need another receiver? I think one more would be overkill. You know what I'm saying? I think A.J. Brown's good, but you got to realize when 90% of his routes was a slant route or a hitch route.
Well, okay. Let's talk about this receiver base right quick. But outside of Devontae, who's really proven? Like, who's really proven that they're a true number 2? So right now we got Devontae Smith, which is a top 10 receiver, one of the best route runners in the NFL. And then we got a bunch of question marks. Can Hollywood Brown still be a decent receiver in the slot? Okay, we got Wicks. Wicks has a problem with dropping the ball. Can he hold on to the ball? I mean, so get Thomas Jr. Okay, hey, Thomas Jr. would be, I mean, because we need I feel like a proven receiver would not hurt, you know, bringing in another veteran, someone who can coach these young guys up. Because Wicks knows the system, but dropping those balls, man, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work with this fan base. Hollywood Brown, can he really produce in Philly? I mean, like
1,000 yards, my guy. You know, and now with the Chiefs.
Okay, how long ago was that?
Like 3 years ago.
All right then. I mean, I'm not saying they can't do it.
Like his thing, the reason why he's not considered elite because he's been hurt. He's a little guy. Like obviously.
Okay.
Now the durability issue I would worry about with Hollywood, but that's Hollywood being a number 1 or number 2. He's not going to be that here. So that issue I don't really worry about as much because we're just using him to stretch the field. Remember all them games we had Quez Watkins stretching the field? He didn't get a damn ball thrown to him. You know what I'm saying? For so long. It's just there for another piece. I feel like this year Eagles team is kind of like when you talk about the passing game, it's kind of like the Chicago Bulls. You know what I'm saying? When you think about championship teams, you know what I'm saying? It's position players. You know, everybody knows their role. If everybody does their role, everything works out. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
it's sort of like when we had Ertz, you know, and Goddard. You know, it is sort of like that, you know, and when we had, what was his name? Trey Burke.
even that was still like old school. Like, well, I guess Dougie P kind of ran. You gotta realize Nick Sirianni back all the way to the Andy Reid day. That's kind of one style of offense. You know what I'm saying? That's just a long stretch of one style of. We're going a whole nother direction with it now. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
So looking at the new direction, it's like you've heard, like you said, Scott talk about Hurts. About it's not that he's very coachable. He's on. He want coaches to buy in. When you see Kellen Moore come in and break everything down, he's going to ask questions. If you don't got real answers for Jalen Hurts, he's going to realize you're foolish, and he's not going to want to mess with you. When you got a good coordinator in there that you have answers for, you're showing them clip ups, you're showing them things why it will work. It's going to bring a new style of offense. And like I said, you got your deep threat, Hollywood Brown. You got your big, like Wicks is 6'1". Like,
yeah,
like he's small. This is a big cat too. You know what I'm saying? Like he's up there. And then you got Lemon, who's a space monster. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the reasons why he should have been a top 10 pick. He's not no scrub either. You know what I'm saying? Like I know he's a rookie, unproven, but you can't name me, 10 or the last 20 years of first round receivers that didn't do nothing. Like most of the time they ball out. And even if you look at like Lim, they say, "Oh, Lemon's a slot guy. He's a slot guy." No, SC they played him a slot a lot. They had Lane on the outside too, who also got drafted. It's like he can do whatever you need him to do, and like he's already coming out telling everybody he's about to ball out. And if I know receivers like I know receivers, man, this guy can be a superstar in his rookie year. Just from people like. You and everybody else, like, you got to prove it. That prove it state, if too many secondaries go, let's make him prove it type thing, I promise you early he's going to prove that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a straight baller. Like, everybody act like he wasn't supposed to get drafted way earlier. Even how
he was supposed to get drafted early. You're right. I mean, and that's why Howard traded up and snagged him. And he traded with the Cowgirls. So in order for him to trade with the Cowgirls, that tells you, like, hey, this was like a dream pick.
Yeah. Every single time the Eagles do that.
What up, King DV? What's happening, brother?
What up, DV? You gotta get you on here, my guy. I need to hit you up. Maybe we get you on like next week or something. And it's just like, come on now. It's like don't act like say everybody wanted what was that other dude, the other rookie receiver that they got drafted, that Tyson, what was his name again? Or
talking about this year.
Jordan Tyson, that's his name.
Oh yeah, Jordan Tyson, yeah.
The guy that got drafted earlier. Everybody wanted him, and if we had them, the whole narrative would have been like, oh my God, the Eagles are the best. The Eagles got the best receiver. Watch out, we got a number one. Just because the man was big. You know what I'm saying? Just because the man had size and athletic freak abilities. This guy legitimately won the Benefnikoff Award. Like, he is the top receiver in college football. Like, you can't poo-poo on that. You can't act like that's not real. All the top receivers, Jordan Tyson, all the top receivers, man, that win that award usually ball out.
Let's take a look at this depth chart right quick. With your receivers right here. All right, we got, I don't know why they still got A.J. Brown up here, only because he's still on the roster. So
we slide Wicks right there. So move everybody. Yeah, we even got Quezzy still on the roster. Fred Walker's got moved up the third string receiver on this depth chart. Woo! Go ahead, Quez.
So we got Darius Cooper and Johnny Wilson. So are we going to use one of them for trade bait? Because they could clearly go and play somewhere. I mean, we are sitting pretty. Elijah Moore. We got Kobe right. I mean, we sitting pretty. And those tight ends, I mean, like, I put that tight end room up against anybody in the league right now. Right. So we sitting pretty for weapons right now.
Yeah. What I would say on here is the Johnny Wilson thing to everybody. Johnny Wilson is not for receiving the football. Johnny Wilson is for run blocking. Okay? Before he got hurt, what he was part of the big reason why Saquon had so many long runs. He's like a tight end out there. So it's like having another blocking tight end out there. You know, he didn't have that many receptions. That's not why we want Johnny back. We want Johnny back because he's 6'6", 228. You know what I'm saying? And he's a big body that can move. Meaning holes open up for your running back a lot better. You know, imagine if you already got double tight and then you got this guy out there. You know what I'm saying? That's like triple tight.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
You know, and he was a dramatic piece to Saquon's success that 2,000-yard year. And people just not giving credit for it. So that's why we want him back. Darius Cooper is supposed to be the next AJ. He's built like him. You know, he has a couple of good preseason games. You know, I don't see Quez really making a roster. Maybe again on the practice squad. Who knows? Hey, I support Quez. I was a huge, if you watched my stuff a couple years back, I was a huge Quez Watkins fan. I was hoping that he could pull it through. Elijah Moore got to earn it. Brick Coffey, he's a returner until he's not. And I think once he loses that, if he loses that spot, and he's probably going to be off the team too. We don't really need him like that. He's not that great of a receiver, but just your solid top 4, 5 receivers right there. But
we got 2 right here, and Goddard and Stowers that can catch the ball as well. We know Grant, all he can do is block.
No, it's
so you know he just
not block. That's what Grant sucks at. He sucks at blocking.
I mean, okay, who did we get rid of then? My bad. We got rid of the other guy that was the blocker. So we got Grant. So we got 3 guys that can catch the ball.
And then you got Mud, the blocking tight end.
Yeah.
So it's looking pretty nice. Yeah, I like what is going on there. Like I think you can take that top 5 receiving core without AJ Brown and put him up against anybody. You know, like what better 5 receivers has anybody else got? Like we just got spoiled, man. Like people got to realize we got a hell of a damn team, guys. The only thing that when you really think about what can make the Eagles better is simply a safety, and that's debatable. You know, that's debatable. You know, if you don't like Epps, if you don't like, you know, the other cat moving back to safety, Michael Carter II, or if you're not sure about Makuba, you know, that's 3 guys that just named to have position. They can play that position. And like I told you before, don't be surprised if something comes up with a cornerback and we see Cooper DeJean go there full time.
Yeah, I can see that.
He says, I know Jalen Hurts can get Lemon the ball and then spots, including the middle of the field. Yeah, because Lemon is a space guy. Like that's literally, he's the best space receiver in the draft. Like no one gets separation like Lemon. You know, the point of attack, he's not going to be like AJ Brown, you know, not fighting for balls. If you throw the ball anywhere in his facility, he's going to go catch it. He said there's been no evidence of that on consistent basis. Can DV show me? Twiz, really? You really?
We talking in the chat tonight.
How we look at the Eagles fans, right? And see Jalen did what he's already done. To look at all the numbers, all the records that Jalen has. Like I can expect the outside world to be haters on Jalen Hurts just because he's a name you can click on. You say his name, doesn't matter if you say good or bad. Guess what? People are going to listen. You know, that's how influential this guy is. You know, he's the most influential person in football right now. You're not hearing him talk about Burrow. You're not hearing him talk about Patty Mahomes. You're not hearing him talk about really, you know, I heard a couple of things, but not too many about Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford. You know, all these cats that you guys say are better than him. Why is the only quarterback that you hear on a constant basis our quarterback, Jalen Hurts?
Because he's a winner, and people talk about winners. Like, nobody talks about the losers. Like, nobody cares. Like, you think about it. Nobody's even talking about Lamar, Josh Allen right now. They're literally talking about Hurts now because, hey, on a bad year, the Eagles won 11 games. On a bad year, they were one play. That was a fluke playoff win. So think about this. Like, we nearly made it to the second round of the playoffs. Think about that on a bad year. That's a bad year for Hurts.
A bad year for Hurts is division champion.
You know, like, I mean, they win the division. You have a home playoff game. I mean, think that's a bad year. You know what the Browns would do to host a playoff game? It'd be like the Detroit Pistons. Anybody that's been watching basketball, man, Detroit, that whole city went crazy, and they got beat like a drum the other night. But, you know, like, that's how it is. Like, for some franchises, making the playoffs is enough. And some, you know, it's championships. And with the Eagles, you got to win championships. You know, the Cowboys would love to switch spots with the Eagles right now. Yeah. Over the last 20 years. Facts. 25, 26, 27 years now, I think it is.
I think it's 30.
So we are pretty hard on Hurts. It may be 30.
I think it's 30, man. The Cowboys ain't won, what, 95? 96?
Yeah.
That's a long time, my guy.
Yeah.
Long
time. All right, let's go ahead and hit on this. Quinyon Mitchell, the wide receiver hit list chat. Talk to us.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and get into this.
Q-Dog. So let's look at some of these receivers. It's Guantanamo Bay season, right? The jabronis getting dropped off on the Guantanamo Bay and have to deal with the number one cornerback in the league. And really, after he shuts down this season, it's a wrap. You got to say he's dead.
Yeah.
Hold on. Go ahead and talk about this. Let me see. This is one trade. Hold on.
So we got here Scary Terry week 1 and week 8. Carnell Tate, the new addition to the Titans in week 2. We all know that Tate is a playmaker. We got Puka Nacua, the Rams in week 4. By the way, we're not talking about the schedule tonight. This is a brutal schedule. CeeDee Lamb, week 7 and week 12. Malik Nabers, depending on how he comes back, you know, if he's healthy or not, we got him week 9 and week 18. DK Metcalf, we all know what DK can do. When DK catches that quick slant or if he goes deep, you never know what may happen. We got Pearson week 14 with the Colts. They just gave him a bag, and he's a good playmaker, got nice size on him. Jackson Smith, Zumba. You know, like, here we are with Jackson Smith, week 15. Nico Collins. We all know what Nico Collins can do. Nobody wants to see Nico Collins on a good day. And then we end the year off with Mike Evans and the 49ers, a team that we hate, the gold diggers, the boy diggers, the 49ers. This is if he can have a good season this year, we got to put him in the top 2 or 3 when we're talking about shutdown corner.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, that's brutal, man. Like, I mean, you think week after week he gonna be following. Like, I mean, Nacua, Lamb, Nabers, Jackson Smith, Nico Collins, Mike Evans, Metcalf. These guys are Pro Bowlers. Scary Terry, all Pro Bowlers.
You got 2 times Nabers, 2 times CD. I'm not worried about Terry no more. He's getting up there. But Jackson Smith, the Offensive Player of the Year last year. Nico Collins of the Texans, and you know, old boy over there, Stroud's trying to have a comeback year. That's his one target. The Niners with Mike Evans. Mike Evans getting up there in age, but the Niners system is kind of like ours, similar to ours, where they get these guys open. You know what I'm saying? They scheme these guys open. So it's a rough road. If he locks it down again, you gotta say he's the best. If by week 6 weeks in, and 6 weeks in, if he's gonna lock down everybody, go ahead and call him the best, because I really feel
no, you gotta come through week 7, because I mean that week 7 game against the Cowboys, man, he gonna have to lock. He gonna have to play against CD.
And what's his name? Pickens.
Yeah. I mean, man, hey, we got a tough schedule, bro. I know man, this is
the second and 7th easiest schedule, but is it really? Like, that's looking nice. We got some elite talent that we go against. But see, that most of these teams, like, look at week 2, Carnell Tate. They're saying that's hard for him because he's a rookie. He was drafted really high, top 10 draft pick. But Quinyon should lock his ass down. That should be no problem. We've already seen him.
Yeah.
You already see them lock down CeeDee Lamb. You know what I'm saying? You already seen him lock down Scary Terry. Hell, you already seen him lock down Puka Nacua. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys are on their way. Now Nabers has been hurt. So we got to see A, how healthy is Nabers this year, and B, you know what I'm saying? We haven't seen it really enough to know if he can really say that he can lock down Nabers like that. You know, DK Metcalf's a little older. I don't see that being no problem.
He's still big though, man. That joker big and physical, man. Like, hey, he them veteran man, hey, they can still get open. They can still make plays.
I'm sure he can, but I'm just saying, like, DK ain't been no star for a while. Okay, like he ain't been no number one, you know, Pro Bowl getting type receiver for at least 2 years now. You know, Alec Pierce, Colts, Danny Jones. We gotta see if he's even gonna be good this year. You know, that could have been a fluke season for him. He can come back trash an old school Danny Jones this year. So Pierce is show me first. Jackson Smith and Jigma, you know, offensive player of the year, you know, number one receiver last year. Okay, you gotta have to lock him down. And the Seahawks always kind of had our number. Like I think that's a showdown right there. That's gonna be a matchup really to watch. Can we shut down Jackson Smith and Jigma? Nico Collins, not too worried about. Mike Evans, not too worried about. So Jackson Smith really the only guy on here, and Nabers.
Hey man, you got a lot of confidence, man. And I know Quinyon is a great corner, man, but you talking about week after week after week, you following a number one receiver. Man, that's a lot of wear and tear. And you think about it all.
Now, this will be his third year doing it. He's all pro. He's all pro. He means he's best cornerback. He's all pro.
Okay, and I give you that, but still, man, like
the only problem with Q, the only reason why people don't want to call Q the best is because he doesn't get no picks.
Yeah, and I mean,
hey, there was another cornerback back in the day that was always locked down, but he never had that many picks either. So like he never really got the full justice because he never got the picks.
Hey, I want to bring this. Remind me of the Lito Shepherd, Sheldon Brown years right here. Like with the corners we got with this secondary when we had Dawkins. Yeah. You know, this is setting up to be a real nice defensive year. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to watching the defense because I feel like with the pressure we'll get on the quarterback, that's going to open Quinyon up a lot more to get some picks. Nico, if he's healthy, is an animal. So we got that.
But he got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's part of football too. He said, Q don't have tough matchups. The way Q went out in the wild card last season, he's locked in. Yeah. Q's definitely
okay.
He said, which receiver will give Q the hardest test, guys? Who do you guys think is going to give Q the most work? Like I said, I think it's going to be Nabers, really. I don't know why.
I wonder how Nabers on. We need to check on that. We'll look at it for next week. I agree with Gay City Sports. I don't know how Daquan Wright went undrafted. I believe people are sleeping on this guy. Okay.
Well, he need to make team first because that's a deep tight end. We already showed you the tight ends that are there, and I don't even think he was on that depth chart, was he?
He wasn't. Let's check him out right quick.
You don't have to get on that depth chart before we start talking about him making any kind of. But I understand what you're saying. Like that was crazy. Like I think they did say like he was number one in college football last year for Yak. Was it? It was something else that Stowers was number one and Yak, I think, but he was number one in something else. That Daquan White. So he definitely should have been drafted. He said Dejean going to cover Jackson Smith in the slot too. You think he's going to shadow him? Because I think if the Eagles are smart, you go ahead and let Q shadow and you move Dejean to safety. I just think that's a smart move. So then both are pros at their own individual spots. They both can get the best money at their individual positions. You know, because Cooper Dejean, like $28 million, $26 million a year as a slot corner is not good business. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that's not.
That's not good business. You're gonna put him outside or you're gonna put him at safety, but you got to make a decision. And it's cute, maybe it happens after this year when Fangio leaves, but you have to make that decision soon, my guy. Like they're both coming up on a payday. You have to make a decision soon, and I don't think the right thing is to keep him at slot. I think you need to make a decision, stick with it, whether it is safety or not. He said Neighbors have another procedure done with his knee to clear out some scar tissue. Well, yeah, that's what happens, man. Like I said, I don't know. You see what happened to OBJ after he had some issues there. He never came back to say. Neighbors only been a rookie. He only had his rookie year. He missed his second year. So beginning or the end of his career too. If he don't come back strong this year, he might not have a career yet.
You're right.
Injuries do suck to the knee, but I still believe. I think they chose some stuff where he's out there catching, he's out there looking pretty good out there right now. Obviously, it's a different story when he gets smacked in the mouth. So
yeah, it's all cute during OT. Man, it's all cute out there with the shorts on. It's no 2 days. It's not really quite that hot yet. It's getting there. Give him about a month, 2 months. We'll see where he at.
And then
what about these live scrimmages?
Woolen, do you think he's going to be able to? Because we're getting a lot of mixed signals about him. Some people say, "Oh, he's going to be a shutdown, coming here to prove himself," and some people was like, he didn't really play that much on the championship team last year. They benched him. He played some. He played some games too. He played slot, played outside. What do you think about Woolen? What's your gut feeling telling you Woolen's going to do on that outside?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great pickup, and we already discussed that a couple of times. I mean, he doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, he's going to be going against the number 2 and the number 3 at times. So this is a perfect setup for him. He's lengthy, he's long, and he can get picks. I'm not worried about Woolen because Fangio, we got him for a reason. Fangio knows what he's doing. If you give Fangio the personnel that he needs, he's going to give you a top 5 defense. I mean, that's what he's known for. I'm not worried about the defense at all. Like, I'm not worried about the defense. I mean,
that pass rush is hard enough because you see our boy right here, everybody talking about Nolan Smith, but Jalen Hunt last season among active pass rushers there, number 1, 16.9%. The minimum 550 snaps. That's more than Jared Verse, Dallas Turner, Latu, Briggs. Is he the next superstar in? Is that why we haven't really super went after ends? I know we had got Grenard, but other than that, we really didn't get nothing too special. Those other guys, those are backups. Those other guys we picked up, those are backups. That's gonna be rotational players, yes, but. What do you think about Jalen Smith making a leapfrog over Nolan Smith becoming that starting?
Yeah, he'll be good. I mean, he fits the system perfect, and he knows the scheme. Again, man, the defense is straight. Like, with what we picked up, man, I just don't see that defense falling off. If anything, I see it being even scary because now we're going to be able to call blitzes. We're going to have somebody where you can just say, "Hey, Woolen, hey, the cover's rolling your way this time. Go get us a pick." I mean, think about the length of this guy. And you put him over here. So I heard Nolan Smith is getting bigger. He going to have to get bigger. He got that smoke on his neck. On that neck.
You see him go with Dean. Like, dang, Dean left.
Yeah, hey.
I better do what I got to do to get bigger because that's his only thing. He got the heart of a tiger, but he's like Sidney Brown. They're animals when they're playing, but they play so hard they get hurt. And you gotta take care of your body in the offseason in the NFL, especially if you're not considered a huge guy. So I hope Nolan Smith balls out too. I hope, like you said, we already got the defense on lock. Nolan Smith, Hunt, one of those other guys that we picked up. and Greenlaw just get after the quarterback every single game, because I really feel like it's less pressure on them because we're not traditional. We don't have a traditional defensive line like most other teams where you need to get to the pressure. Like we got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis in the middle.
Yeah.
We got what the old boy behind them.
We got. I'm pulling up the depth chart. We it's situational, man. Like we more situational than other teams.
Yeah,
that's one.
Where the pressure can come up the middle, you don't have to just come on the ends. You know what I'm saying? If Jalen Carter want to get the bag, he's in the contract year. Jalen Carter's going to have to get double-digit sacks this year. And if
don't start on Jalen Carter.
And if he's getting I'm just saying, if he's getting double-digit sacks, then that'll make the job way easier for the outside pass rusher. Yeah, Aaron and Big D. Hey, that dude Abidiki, whatever that boy name is. He was pretty good on Atlanta. I ain't gonna stunt. And then you got Moden Jr. We gotta see what he can do. Who else is on there that's really, who I want to see? What the hell is Ty Robinson gonna do this year?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I was really big on him last year. Now Brian Young did better last year than he did. You know what I'm saying? What's up with Ty Robinson? What did I say? He had one tackle? That was it?
One tackle.
One tackle last year?
Yeah.
Man, nasty work. 0 sacks, 0 anything, just one solo tackle.
Everybody played on the defense last year because we had all them injuries.
Yeah,
so he saw some time.
He only got one tackle. He got to show me something this year, because everybody made this big thing, the vanilla rhino, whatever they call him, the white grizzly bear. I don't know what the hell they call him. But I call him stuff, and I was really pumped to see him go out there and ball out this year. Last year. And he didn't. One tackle? Man.
One tackle. Hey, man. It happens, though, Hey. We're sitting pretty, though, man. Look at here. Nolan Smith Jr., Zach Bond, Jahad Campbell, Jonathan Grenard, Rick Woolen, Marcus Epps. All right, then we sitting here. We got Trotter Jr., we got Jalen Hunt, we got Jonathan Jones. I mean, I'm cool with where we sitting at right now on the defense. Do you think we need anything else? I know everybody talking about safety, but I mean, we know Makuba fine. I think we good, man.
Like, I think Howard's gonna pick up a veteran safety regardless. You know what I'm saying? But if we can somehow trade one of these teams that need a receiver, and I even heard another trade that doesn't even have to do with A.J. Brown. I heard Arizona Cardinal Brissett is sitting out, holding out right now. And then they drafted back, but you can think about maybe trading a Tanner McKee over to Arizona, while they need a quarterback, and Tanner McKee's proven that he can play good in the preseason. He shows you some nice plays, and maybe get his offense that he needs. And the fresh start with a new offense, maybe he'd go out there and ball out. And we already got a backup quarterback. So go ahead and get him, on that roster, and you go get a Buda Baker.
Yeah. I saw. That you want a true veteran. You want an old head.
Buda Baker with Makuba, that guy.
About 80 years old, man.
We don't have to. But he was still a martyr.
You're right. Like, yeah, he is.
I mean, Baker had a good season last year. So, and then that gives you space. Like, obviously, Epps going to play some. Obviously, Buda's going to play. But you go get a Buda Baker, my guy, and just lock it up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's someone that's proven year in, year out. He's a stud. And then you get up your quarterback for him. Maybe even trade him player for player. I don't even know. I don't even know if you need compensation for that. And now you got yourself a mentor quarterback. You can let Brissett go. Brissett's he's trash. We already know what he is. He's 20 years to know. Now, on the other hand, McKee has not started for nobody. But you have some of greatness. Because I remember those 2 games. Remember he played 2 games before we went to the playoffs 2 years ago, and everybody was trying to say he's taking Jalen Hurts' job.
Yeah, and we see how long that lasted.
He had 300 yards, and I swear I watched the games too, and I was like, damn, and Jalen better watch out because that fool's slinging that rock.
I didn't expect much from Ty. He's the guy in the rotation. Next year we should see something. Okay, all right, Jigga 316. We gonna see. But one tackle is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I think I could go get one tackle on Diggers. I think I could go get one tackle. I think I can go hit that one time for the Eagle Nation, baby. I think I can.
You like you go get tackle, you my guy. You the big boy. You the big boy. You got no fool you. This screen fool you. That too big.
Hey, let's jump into this last segment right quick. The predictions, NFC and AFC championship. Sunday predictions. Who y'all got going to the Super Bowl? Who y'all got coming out the NFC and the AFC?
Ooh, that's a good one, man. Like the way the schedule lines up, it's really gonna be up in the air. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be up in the air. On the NFC, obviously I got the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just point blank period. Birds are going to Super Bowl this year. Mark that shit down. Light it up. Do whatever you want to do with it. Who we playing? Everybody keeps saying the Rams. All I gotta say, if we beat the Rams again in the regular season, the Rams ain't going. Like, you know, they don't scare me. Everybody wants to crown Matthew Stafford and the Rams, but to me, if y'all can, we beat you 3 times in a row. For me to have any fear for you guys is like whatever. But maybe y'all can make it. I think, like I said, the NFC East needs to be played better again. I liked that year we went to Super Bowl 1, and we had 3 teams go from the East that year.
Mm-hmm.
I like it when it's that way. You know what I'm saying? We are the only division of football with multiple championships each team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I like the respect, and that's the only reason why they're saying we have the easy schedule. Remember the year before when the NFC East all won the championship, we had one of the hardest schedules because we played each of those teams twice. And I think the Giants was the only team that really was ass that year. So it's the same thing happened this year. It reversed on us. So now they sucked last year. So now we got the easiest schedule, but we really don't. Division games are hard, you know, on what the record is. And, you know, I think those teams are going to be a lot better than what people are giving credit to be. Like
the Steelers, the Rams, the 49ers. I mean, man, I don't understand. I mean, we went over that, how they came up with the strength of schedule, but man, that just it just don't seem that easy to me.
Yeah, like I do got the Eagles going 13-4. Then these are 4 losses in there somewhere where, you know, I can't really tell you who, where. As long as we win the division and sweep the Cowboys, that's a good season for me. That's a good season for me. So anything else that happens besides that, you know, I think the floor will be 11-6, maybe 12-5. Ceiling being 14-3, but I really think we're gonna go 13-4. And I think the Eagles are gonna play. You know, I think a lot of people have it. They could have it right because this is the league. You know what I'm saying? This is the league. They could have it right. It could be against my USC quarterback, Caleb Williams, and the Chicago Bears. Do you think about this, right? The Bears made it to the playoffs last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Caleb had a lot of miracle games.
Yeah.
Right? He should be better this year. Second year in the Ben Johnson offense. You know, they got talent on their roster this year. So I think this could be it right here. This little meme here could be your Chip Sunday.
Hey man, that picture is a lot better than your prognostication. Caleb Williams, that's a great picture. Caleb Williams they're not gonna win like that again, bro. That was a fluke. I'm telling you right now. They got rid of everybody on defense, BG.
Yeah, but they
got rid of everybody, bro.
In the draft and free agency, they picked up some players on defense. And you got to realize, Ben Johnson, remember what he did, right? Look what he did with the Bears last year, and then you can go 2 years back in Detroit, and he did the same thing. It was a coach.
Hey man,
When
I
it's a
just don't
coach,
see. I don't know, man. Like I just don't see the Bears doing that again.
no even
Like
gonna
they did not win. They did not dominate anybody. That point differential, it was what like they was like negative. I mean, it was like close to darn near negative, like negative 6 points or something.
no one is
Eagles, Broncos, or Eagles, Chargers, Super Bowl. Okay, Broncos.
the Purdy wings will be back on sale to feed all the either Niners, Bears. No, but I'm serious. Like I feel more stronger about the Bears than I do about the Rams.
Man, you crazy, man. Let's end the show. Hey, chat, it's been great talking to y'all tonight. This dude talking crazy. Man, I know you don't mean that. You don't mean that, man. I know you didn't.
Rams gonna have to get to us, go through us, is where it seems like the way the playoffs been going the last couple of years to even get to the NFC Championship. So if we're there, I feel like we're probably gonna be the ones eliminating them. And then who else in the NFC is there? Did you worry about the Niners? We'll see what happens that game because the Niners kind of had our number. Seattle kind of had our numbers. We got
Man,
do you think it's gonna be the Rams? It's gonna be the Rams, Eagles.
Rams, Eagles. There's no doubt in my mind. It's either gonna be the Rams and the Eagles, or somebody, or maybe the Seahawks. You know, because I mean, you can't count the Seahawks out. Regardless, like man, like if you're gonna talk about what a coach can do, we gotta talk about what the Seahawks. Hey, the Seahawks got a good organization as well.
Oh, you going to the AFC then?
I agree with you on that one now. I think so. It's got to be the Bills and the Ravens, and I think Lamar gonna finally get in there to lose. He gonna make it. That's my that's Donovan McNabb's nephew, Lamar Jackson. Him and Donovan McNabb, they first cousins, nephew. They like the uncle. They just can't get over the hump. They can't get out of jail.
I'm sure differently. You know what I think it's going to be? And I think we've seen this matchup before, and no one's even going to talk about it, but I think it might be Cincinnati versus the Chiefs.
Okay. I guess Cincinnati going to outscore everybody.
And they added to their defense. Remember, they got Sexy Dexy over there in that D-line. They still haven't got rid of Henderson. They drafted really good. And they're going to outscore everybody because they got, one of the best receivers in football. Check out their roster. You know what I'm saying? But then even Patty Mahomes, right? Because Patty Mahomes had a down year. I doubt it's over for Patty. You know what I'm saying? He's went to the playoffs every year except for last year. I doubt that's going to be a freaking he said Hendricks went to Baltimore. Yeah. But they got Sexy Dexy, and I know they got some pass rush over there in the offseason, right? But I doubt Patty Mahomes is going to get eliminated from the playoffs twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like
I don't know how you're going to come back off of that injury, bro. That ain't, when you get them lower leg injuries like that and you playing quarterback, man.
That's like one injury in his career. Like
that's true.
Everybody gets one. Now, what he does after that, if he gets hurt again this year, okay, now we're worried about it. But everybody gets one because it's football, man. Every star player gets hurt, period. No one's going to go scot-free, from 10, 15-year career without having some injury time, injury reserve time. So I just feel like Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs, like Andy Reid doesn't lose that many games.
Nah, he's not going to lose that many games, but he got Kelsey. Kelsey, he getting SSI now, and he out there at tight end. They depended on Kelsey, man.
He only has 1 year. He's gonna be playing this year. I feel like
the Chiefs gonna be right. They're gonna be right at the house with Dallas. They'll be at the house with Dallas, playing Indians and Cowboys.
Jonathan Allen and Sexy Dexy are your defensive tackle. That is awesome for your defensive tackles.
Man, get out of here, man.
Dexy.
Okay.
I don't really know who the other guys are.
Yeah. Okay. No. Don't say that now. No. We're not doing that right now. So they gonna have now. They can outscore everybody. Now we all know. Now we go back up here. Now when we go up here to this offense, woo boy, woo boy, woo boy.
Let's go back down to defense. Come on, let's go back down. Are some of these guys rookies? Like,
And they got Mike Gesicki over here now. At tight end for the Bengals.
Okay. Click on these guys. What's this Maffa guy? Yeah, 11 solo tackles, 2 sacks. Okay, that guy, get rid of him. Let's go to the next guy. He's not scary. Let's go to the other
Y'all
side.
talk to his chat. Who do y'all think gonna make the Super Bowl, the NFC and the AFC championship Sunday? Miles Murphy.
Cook's good. Who's Myers? Okay, 28 solo, 5.5 set. Okay.
That's okay.
Is he a rookie last year?
No, he where we at here? ESPN, I'll tell you that all the time.
Yeah, he's a rookie last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did second year, you did that your rookie year. Okay, I respect that. That's Murphy from LSU. Yeah, he's a beast. Okay, so yeah.
So now he a beast, and you didn't know who he was.
You don't remember Murphy from LSU?
All right. This guy cool, man. I actually met his folks before, man. This guy nice right here, man.
How many years he been in?
Demetrius Knight. He was a second round pick, 2025. He gonna be nice.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
That's not bad stats for a young buck trying to come up.
I
like that.
Okay. But let's go to this secondary because you gotta
who did they draft? Right. Battle's cool. Did they draft Cooks? Is that who they cook?
I'm not sure.
I don't know none of these guys, man. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Brian Cook.
Yeah. He done played 238 career games.
That's a lot.
Yeah. A lot for us not to know him. But we didn't saw enough. Let's get that.
Okay, well, I guess it's going to have to be your way, but I still feel like the Bengals and the Chiefs are going to be that AFC Championship game.
Look at Digger 316. He know what I'm talking about. Hey man, they gonna now. I do know that I'm ready to see that offense because hey, you can pick. I'm picking them jokers on fantasy because hey, if you can't stop a toilet, you're gonna have to outscore everybody, giving them points, baby. We're gonna have a fantasy football league too, and we're gonna start on. We really gonna amp up the website.
We need to go ahead and get that set up, man. We're gonna get a fantasy football league. Let us know if you want to join the fantasy football league. I'll put it on my community. Once we get it signed up, we go ahead and drop it on the community. And you guys just sign up, man. We get it filled up. We do like trophies or giveaways, something. We'll figure out something, as a reward for that. Actually, I might even see if we can do that on the website too, because I'm actually making some new upgrades. So I might add that to the website so we can go get everybody acclimated to Philadelphia Eagles superfans. So make sure you guys go check that out. BirdGang.vip. It's growing. It's growing slowly, but we need more Eagles fans like you to join and get the movement going. So
Hurts season hats will be on clearance, bro.
He's capping. He's a Niner fan. Hey, I got a best friend that's a Niner fan. He says worse.
And man, go dig a hole somewhere, man. Get out of here.
Dig the hole. But hey, guys, it was fun with you guys. We're gonna get out of here. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. Go follow us on all platforms, man. We dropping content now. Something's going on with my little shorts, clips getting, transferred. But we're gonna get some more shorts out there for you guys, and follow us everywhere. It's just gonna grow from here. Hopefully, we get Liz back next week. She's been busy trying to sell her house. Shout out to Liz. Hopefully, she get that taken care of, and The Philly Alert just started, baby. Next week is what date? Is that the first? Or are we still before the first?
No, I think we'll be before the first. It'll be the 26th.
Okay, so that'll be next Tuesday, be the 26th. We should have more news on AJ. Hopefully, there'll be a deal in place. And I really want the Eagles to go ahead and trade Tanner McKee because I wanted them to trade him during the draft. I thought that was prime time to trade him, and they did not use that time to trade him. So, what is he still doing on the roster? Why did you go get Andy Dalton? Why we draft a quarterback if we're still going to keep him on the roster? So, you got to get rid of him. And he needs to get, I think we can at least get his third round pick for him.
Yeah, we can get some real estate for him.
Or even like the Arizona thing, a player for player. I think that would be the best thing. Go get Buda Baker. Even if we have to throw in like a 4th round pick. Tanner McKee in a 4th, get Buda Baker. And just lock up. Because, after we do that, it'd be a wrap. There'd be nobody else we need. You know what I'm saying? That'd be it. That all your fans, all your answers, dreams will come true. We have every position, every starter, all 22 being, worth something. And the Eagles will go out there and win the Super Bowl this year. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Eagles Nation, keep your prayers, keep EG your prayers. We're on the movement. Trying to get there. Hopefully be there by July. And we're going to take this content thing to another level. So,
yes, sir. Go Birds, baby.
And go Birds, my guy. Go Birds.
Yes, sir. See y'all next week. We're going to be back with the AJ news. Remember, AJ is Kudzu. Tell everybody, tell the whole world. He's trying to choke us out.
Sure. I like that you brought it up. You can put that on my shirt. I promise. We only got 2 months. We got to get it done over the next month and let everybody buy it up before he gets traded. So, we can have to get it out there. So, hey, fly, fly. And this was the Philly Alert. Hit that share button, like, comment, and subscribe. And we are out.
Yes, sir.